Kristin Chenoweth.
My parents used to listen to me sing myself to sleep as a child to Judy Garland, and especially Barbra Streisand, Julie Andrews. So they always said, is it us, or is she really good? They're not musical at all. I'm not really sure where it came from.
Oh, bracelets, lavaliers, can they dry my tears? Can they blind my eyes to shame? Can the brightest brooch shield me from reproach? Can the purest diamond purify my name? And yet, of course, these trinkets are endearing. I know so glad my sapphire is a star. I rather like a 20-carat earring. If I'm not pure, at least my jewels are. Enough, enough.
I'll tell you a story, and this is the honest truth. I don't think I've ever told this story in an interview, but I was part of a very elite group when I was a little girl in Tulsa Ballet's junior dance theater. And I would say that was probably my very beginning acting, because we did the Nutcracker every year, and we were always the mice or the rabbit. Well, finally I got tall enough to be a rabbit, to fit into the costume. And at one point, there are 2 rabbits on stage while the Sugar Plum Fairies dance, which I thought was pretty great. You know, you're 7 years old, you're up there with the primo ballerinas, which is what I wanted to be at the time. And one of the girls dropped her, they carried like a little wreath. And nobody knew what to do. The stage was clear, waiting for the Russian dancers or whatever to come on, and the stage was, in the middle of the stage was this wreath. And I popped up as the rabbit and hopped out there and put it in my mouth and hopped off, and people clapped. And that feeling, for the first time, of applause, I went, hey, I really like this feeling. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this for the rest of my life.
The nominees for Best Featured Actress in a Musical are Greta Boston for It Ain't Nothing But the Blues, Kristin Chenoweth for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Valerie Pettiford for Fosse, and Mary Testa for On the Town.
I didn't think I would win. There was so much hype, and all the magazines and papers were predicting that I would win. It made it worse because I thought, you know, it's always that build-up, and then what if you don't win? So I had myself completely convinced that I wouldn't win. In fact, I didn't even plan a speech. That night, I had to do my number from the show. They asked me to perform the song that I did in the show on the Tonys right before the category that I won for was announced.
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it. That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? My new philosophy. The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her.
Philosophy.
My new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Look, C. A D, a D. Why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me? My new philosophy.
So I had to change into my gown backstage in like 14 seconds. And I never really had a moment to slow down. Like, I just remember getting zipped up and hearing my name.
And the 1999 Tony for Best Featured Actress in a Musical goes to Kristin Chenoweth. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is Miss Chenoweth's first Tony Award.
Never changed my clothes so fast in my life. I have two families to thank. B.D. Wong, Ilana Levine, Roger Bart, Stanley Wayne Mathis, and Anthony Rapp. I love you guys like brothers and sisters. Michael Mayer, I work for you anytime. Andrew Lippa for writing me a great song. All the producers that believed in our show. Clark Gesner, Charles Schultz, Jay Bender. My agents at Richard Bauman and Associates. Mom and Dad, you drove me to many, many hours of ballet and dance classes. I hope you feel it's worth it now. My brother, you sat through all those recitals. You're the man for doing that. My fiance, Mark, I love you. Thanks for holding my hand through all of this. My mentor, Florence Birdwell from Oklahoma City University, for teaching me how to sing. Thanks to the voters. Love you guys.
I mean, it ranks right up there with one of my top nights of my life. My family was there. A lot of my friends watched. I got a television deal out of it. It was an amazing, amazing night. But again, for me, all that aside, it was nice being recognized for my art, for being an actress. I've never really been in it for an award. It's just nice to be recognized by your peers that way.
Miss Lowry?
See my teacher now.
Okay, I'm the usher. Who is this?
This is my mentor, Florence Birdwell. Come here. I'm interrupting your lesson. Hello. Hello. I love my picture. Do you really? I got it in a frame on my piano.
I love it.
I love you.
I love you.
You're fantastic.
You're fantastic.
I don't see you enough.
I know.
It's hard to put into words, and I guess the best description I can give about her is she's not my family by relation or by blood, but she is my family.
It was very nice meeting you.
You too.
Bye.
Goodbye, dear.
See, this is the effect that Florence Birdwell has on her students.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Okay. Sit down.
What are you doing?
Now, this... You know, the wonderful thing is, and I don't even care about that camera.
No, I don't either. I'm just so happy to see you.
You're just part of my heart. You know.
I'm so happy to see you.
Do we want to, is it any possibility, and you leave Sunday morning early?
I have to sing this weekend. I'm sure you know.
At the President's Place?
That little house on Pennsylvania Avenue. So from the moment I auditioned here when I was when I was a senior in high school,
I did a TV show this week.
I knew
for
this
CBS.
woman
I
was
shot
who I wanted to study with. I could tell, and she said to me then, after I got done singing, she goes, "You're going to get a scholarship to this school, and I'm going to tell you something right now. You're going to have lots of lows and lots of highs, but you're going to learn a great amount." And at the time, I didn't really understand it, but I understand it. I understood it a lot when I graduated, and I understand it even more now in real life. She's everything. She's my mentor. She's the person that taught me not only how to sing technically, but really a lot about life too.
See what you do with that N?
Did I hold it too long?
Well, you said Chen. It's Chende. You could Chende. Hear the N sing? Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. Okay.
I am here because I would rather teach than eat. Teaching is everything. The teaching of voice, and I will say teaching of anything perhaps. But in the teaching of voice, it is everything. It is indeed mathematics. It's science. It's religion. It's psychology of the first water. It's honesty. It's the ability to communicate, which is, I think, one of the most difficult things to teach.